This is the VanderLeck Loop Trail, rejoins the Bruce Trail, form a 14-kilometer loop, the Hilton Falls side. There's no bicycles on this trail. And here we go. And that's a massive tree there. Looks like there was a rot on it. And no horses. I'm trying my tablet today. See if that makes a smoother hike. Here's another, again. If you follow the signs, and they're well posted, you won't get lost. A nice section of the trail. There's a stone wall. Like I said in previous videos, like this stone fence or wall, whatever you want to call it, was part of the farm. And the other side was cleared land. But the Scots and the Irish and the English, when they came over in the old country, they tried to recreate life like they had over here. So a lot of the farms and stuff, you'll find the stone walls and other things. As you can see, this is a well-worn trail. Another blue mark. You do have to look out for poison ivy. I don't see any poison ivy. These are the side of the trail. Beautiful. The old maples. So it's August 2nd, 2016, and we are just off 17 side road. On a very nice trail. A nice cool breeze blowing through the trees. It's very nice. Well, it's a great place to bring your family out to explore, or just to go for a walk. I mean, we are minutes from Toronto, Hamilton, Mississauga, from the big cities, and you can come out here and see nobody and nothing. I mean, just makes for a very nice afternoon or morning. I mean, you come out for an early morning walk. And you can see different things, nature-wise. And along this trail in the 1800s, this was a logging camp, and so every so often you'll see a spot where there's old cans or even a piece of a log cabin. Yeah, this was completely cleared of trees, And there's one of the old stumps. There. And you can tell that was cut. So it was either taken for wood to heat, you know, your home, the wood stove, or even to probably maybe build a barn or a house. You never know. That tree there, you look, has a wild grapevine hanging off of it. There's a story that it's a true story. Actually, it was in the newspaper of a young girl who was walking home in the 1870s, I believe, during the winter. She was a young girl, and she was walking home during a blizzard, and she wasn't far from here. And as she was walking home, it was getting colder and colder, and my ancestors heard what they thought was wolves howling during the storm, and I guess it was quite severe, but they couldn't see anything. You know, during a blizzard, you can't see anything. So the next morning, after the blizzard, they went out to the road. I guess they were going to town, and they found her, and she had froze to death. And what the sounds of what they thought was wolves was actually the young girl screaming for help. And she ended up freezing to death. There's all kinds of stories of that. Another story I heard was my cousins, my grandfather's cousins, told me of when they were little at my great-grandfather's place. They would be out in the field helping their grandfather in the field chores or around the barn, and they would see people walking out of the forest, and they would be hungry, and so they would come up to the house and they would offer to do chores for some food. And this would be a man and a woman and their children. They'd come up to the house, they would have a bite to eat, they would do their chores, they'd get warmed up, dried off, and then, as my grandfather said, they would walk back into the forest and they would be gone. So, I mean, back in the pioneer time, there wasn't a lot of roads, streets, signs, or anything. So if you were going somewhere, you would take your family and you would just go. You just start walking. In most cases, you were too poor to have a horse, too poor to have a carriage or a covered wagon. So you just start walking. And you would make your way to wherever you were going. But in recent years, as they've been building in different areas, they've been finding boots and other stuff in the forest. So it's hard to say if the people made it back or not. But I guess my grandfather and his cousins at the time, they used to call them the forest people. And they would appear and have a bite to eat. They would talk to them, and next thing you know, they were gone again, back into the forest. Must have been something. Tree there was brought down by a storm, I imagine. You can see areas like this where it's really clear. You know, bare in places. The storms have brought down trees. And as the trees come down, new trees are growing, but as well as it renews the forest floor. See, some people might suspect this to be poison ivy, but it is not. Poison ivy is not as common as you would think. So that's where we came from. This is the forest canopy. Beautiful. You see it for quite a while. See up here, you'll see that there's another blue mark on the tree. So you just keep following the blue marks until you get to where you're going. You can see through here, there's another bare spot. So I would think there's a bit of flooding there during storms, whatever. But you will also see areas where it's been flattened. I can't see any right now, but it's where the deer stay. Like, they stay in the longer grass. I would imagine them being watched right now. But you don't have to be worried about wild animals coming up to you, because unless, of course, if they have rabies or something, the animals will not bother you. The wild animals will not bother you. I see more wild animals in town than I do out here. Right now around my place, we have a family of foxes, a mother, father, and three pups. And there's more food in town than there is in the country, I suppose. Plus the way they're building, like they're building everywhere. So where are the animals supposed to go? They don't have any place to go but the forest. So you take the forest away, you take their habitat away, they will go where they can survive. So anyways, that's the video for right now. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and to share. And let me know what you think of these videos.